So this experience I had happened when I was probably 31, 32, and for what I can recall, because I'm in my 50s now, is I was at work and I was praying, worshiping God in prayer, just stopped for a minute, sat down on a chair, and I was like in my head with my eyes closed. And prior to this moment, I was praying to God to see Jesus's face for a week or two straight, probably. And then what I mean by that is like every single day, I would, ask God one or two times a day at least to see Jesus's face. I mean, I was so about like wanting to see Jesus. So I was sitting there praying with my eyes closed, and when you close your eyes, it's like, I don't know if everybody else has this, but I see little dots, like it's black and white dots. Even if you put with your eyes closed, even if you put your hand over your eyes, you still see dots. And anyway, as I'm sitting there, I had my eyes closed, and it's just black with dots, and all of a sudden a lion appeared, just the head of a lion, and his head was like, he had like thin cheekbones, but he had, it's a lion, the Lion of Judah, basically. After everything I say, that's what I believe it was. It was like a spiritual realm, and it was like black, white, gray, and it made up, and this is why I call it a vision, because it made up such detail that it was impossible for me to imagine it, because I've never seen a lion look like this. And it was like in my face, his whole head, like I could see the mane, I could see the hair on top, and it was like moving. It's like it was in a spiritual realm, the hair. His face didn't move, and his face was solid, like looking straight at me, like I'm looking at it eye to eye. And then as I'm staring at it, I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, like I don't want to open my eyes. That's all I remember saying to myself. And I kept my eyes closed, and I just soaked it in. And as I was staring at it, I was like, I felt like through me, like he was ancient and knowledgeable and wise and powerful with authority. And I was just like awed, And as I'm staring at it, he started to fade away. And as he faded away, Jesus's face faded in. And here I am, I'm staring at Jesus, and Jesus is looking at me, and I'm face to face with him. And it's the same thing. It was like black, white, and grayscale color. And Jesus had the beard, and he had like the long hair, like the picture I have right now. I'll tell you a story about this picture, but anyway, so I'm staring at him, and he's looking face to face with me, like eye to eye, I could see his whole entire head. I couldn't see his shoulders, but I was close. I was like that close to him, looking at him, and he's looking at me, and I'm just like awed. Like I said with the lion, I was super awed to see Jesus, because I never expected anything like this to ever happen in my life. And here I am staring with my eyes closed, and his hair is moving lightly, like there's a spiritual wind, or it's a spiritual realm or something. And then he smiled at me. And after he smiled at me, he didn't show teeth, but he smiled at me, and then he faded away too. And the whole process from beginning to end as to what I experienced as a vision was probably 10 to 15 seconds. And then after he faded away, I still had my eyes closed, and it was all back to, being black with little dots. And I opened my eyes, and when I opened my eyes, I'm like, wow, to myself, and on the radio at work, because we have a radio playing, there was a song playing that was by Sheryl Crow, and the song title is called Soak Up the Sun. I listened I listened to that song, and if you listen to it and you think instead of the sunshine sun, but the sun, and you listen to it that way, it like blows you away too. And I was just like amazed that this all happened on me, and I'm tingling a little bit. As far as this picture, I like weeks later, I was driving down a road and I'm passing a church donation thrift shop, and for no reason at all, I made a hard right and I turned into the parking lot like I just had this intuition to go there or something. And I almost passed it, and then I just made a hard right really quick off the road, and I made the driveway entrance, and I went inside, and they had picture area, and I walked through the pictures, and I found this picture of Jesus, and this was like the closest picture to what I seen with my eyes closed in a vision. The beard, the hair, the youth of the face. So I wanted to bring this out because I bought it, obviously. But yeah, now he's looking to, let's see, I guess looking to his left. So it's looking to his right, I guess, being recorded. Well, anyway, it might be like reversed after I'm done recording, but he looks like he was looking straight at me, and it was like I had that kind of vision to where it was like his head right there. It was his head. Now imagine him looking straight at you and like smiling. It was awesome. So I'm documenting that. It's a testimony. I was living literally the Bible as hard as I could. And what I mean hard as I could, I mean like literally putting it first in my life, trying to be obedient because I already believed in Jesus through faith, and praying consistently for one thing. It happened for me. So anyway, I just wanted to share that. Thank you.